Welcome back to the Nash Potatoes Outdoor Show. Today I'm in Cocoa Beach, Florida. I happen to be visiting during a nice sunny day. This is a great place. If you're not familiar, they are known for their beaches. They are known for their surfing. They've got a really cool downtown area. They're really close to the Kennedy Space Center, so you can watch rocket launches from here. They've got the beautiful Cocoa Beach Pier, Jon Surf Shop. They got so much stuff to do. I know I have some friends that are really familiar with the area that visit every year. They seem to enjoy it. So right now I'm walking from the downtown area to the beach area. And they do have multiple beach areas, but this is the one that you would walk to from downtown. So let's go ahead and check out this section of beach. And then I will also show you some of the restaurants and surf shops. And we'll also go down to the pier as well. So this is just a beautiful, beautiful shot of the beach. Quite a few people, but it wasn't busy by any means because the beach just goes on for miles and miles. This appears to be kind of at low tide right now. The water was quite warm and so refreshing. Alright, so if you're not familiar with Cocoa Beach, it's about 1 hour from Orlando, right there in the red box. And then we'll zoom in just a little bit further. I want to show you exactly what we're dealing with here. Alright, so this is what we talk about when we talk about the Cocoa Beach area, right there along the East Coast. And then I'll zoom in even a little bit further so you can see the downtown area that I'm talking about. There's three different sections I'm going to show you today. Right now we are in the downtown area. And I've got one more beach shot for you here. So the Cocoa Beach Pier is down this way, about 3.5 miles from the downtown area. And right towards the end of this shot, you'll actually be able to see it come into view. Testing out my new camera here. Sony Handycam records in 4K. I really, really like it. Alright, right about here, you'll be able to start seeing the pier. There we go, that's the pier. We'll get down there eventually. But for now, I want to show you some of the downtown area. First up is the Beach Shack. This is going to be on the right-hand side. Here is the Beach Shack. I'll give you a different viewpoint here in a second. So they get 4.4 stars out of 5 on Google reviews. And it says this laid-back waterfront bar with a deck features live blues bands several nights per week. Then we've got an Ocean Sports World Beach store. That's a swimwear store. They get 3.9 stars. And then down here, a little bit further, we've got Coconuts on the Beach. They are listed as a Floridian restaurant. They get 4.4 stars out of 5 on Google. I didn't get a chance to stop in there, but it looked like a fun place. All right, Tropics Cocktail Bar, 4.5 stars. And this is listed as a bar. This is still really close to the beach area. And then we have Mar Chiquita Swimwear. It's a swimwear store. They get 4.6 stars on Google. Alright, so the majority of the Cocoa Beach stores are just a few blocks off the beach. Right here we have an IV hydration spa, endless summer tattoo, and a portrait studio. Just a little bit further down here. I give you this shot here because it'll give you a good feel of what downtown is like. It's just a really cool walking area. Tons of stuff to see. And I'm a huge fan of Google reviews, which is why I have kind of integrated that into my video. I feel like it is a good way to judge whether or not a place will be worth visiting. Alright, we have a place called the Junk Food Bakery. They get 5 stars on Google. They are listed as a bakery, obviously. Right next to them is a place called the Tiny Turtle, 4.7 stars. This is actually a Caribbean restaurant. And then we've got a cool place called the Fat Donkey Ice Cream and Fine Desserts. They get 4.6 stars. This is an ice cream shop. I love the storefront. It looks beautiful. Alright, this is called Beach Eats. Just listed as a restaurant. 4.8 stars on Google. They got beautiful artwork on the walls right here. Had to show you that for sure. The sun was shining on it just perfectly. Next up, a place called Cafe Surfinista. This is simply listed as a cafe, 4.7 stars out of 5 on Google. They've got a pretty cool storefront as well. Next up, we got a place called Bula Kava Bar and Coffee House. It's listed as a tea house. They get 4.6 stars. Then we have Beach Bum Bicycle Sales and Rentals, 4.9 stars on Google. This is listed as a bicycle shop. Jazzy's Mainly Lobster, 4.5 stars on Google. This is a seafood restaurant. And then we've got the Pig and Whistle. This is another restaurant. They get 4.3 stars. Alright, now we've got a fishing store called Shut Up and Fish. They get 3.5 stars on Google. As you can see, they've got bait and tackle. Slow and Low Barbecue, 4.3 stars, listed as a barbecue restaurant. Next up is a place called the Drift House. This is a skateboard shop. They get 4.9 stars on Google. I actually thought that was going to be a brewery. I thought it said Draft House. Next up, Epic Board Sports. This is a surf shop. They get 4.9 stars. And then we've got Bruno's Pizzeria, 4.3 stars. This is a pizza restaurant, obviously. Then we've got a really cool spot called the 4th Street Fillin' Station, 4.5 stars. They are listed as a gastro pub. They got such a cool looking spot right here. I wish I had time to visit, but I did not. The Funky Mermaid. This is a gift shop. They get 4.4 stars. And then this place is right downtown. It's called Cocoa Beach Stay Cottages. They get 5 stars. It's listed as a holiday apartment rental. Nielsen Surfboards. This is a surf shop. They get 4.8 stars. And then we've got a massage therapist called Therapeutic Health Center. They get 4.9 stars on Google. All right, 2 places. Oasis Shaved Ice, 5 stars. They're considered a dessert restaurant, as well as Yoga Bliss, which is obviously a yoga studio, who also gets 5 stars. Simply Delicious Cafe and Bakery, 4.8 stars. Simply listed as a bakery. Then we've got a place called Juice in Java Cafe, 4.6 stars. They are listed as a cafe. Next up is a beach clothing store called Beach Bunnies, and they get 5 stars on Google. And then we've got another double place here. Acai Express, 4.4 stars. It's a health food restaurant. And then we've got Flavor Kitchen and Wine Bar. They get 4.6 stars. This is the Heidelberg Restaurant, 3.9 stars on Google. They're listed as a fine dining restaurant. Then we've got a coffee shop. It's called Cafe Espresso, 4.7 stars. Then we've got another double coming up. Ginger, Grapefruit, and Rosemary. It's a clothing store, 4.4 stars. And unfortunately, Twin Finnegans is permanently closed. Next up is a tea house called Visti. Google says they are temporarily closed, but they get 4.8 stars on Google. Sergio's Tacos, Mexican restaurant, 4.6 stars. Next up is an organic restaurant called the Green Room Cafe, 4.8 stars on Google. And then we've got a surf shop called Catalyst, 4.8 stars. Next up is a triple, Koru Swimwear. On the left, gets 5 stars. It's a women's clothing store. Then we've got a Healing Hands Massage, 4.7 stars, and Studios of Cocoa Beach is an art gallery, 4.6 stars. Had to show you this. Parking can sometimes be an issue. This is the parking garage. It's $3.50 per hour or $20 for the day. They've got 241 spaces, including 2 electric vehicle charging spaces. All right, this is a preserve right here. This 0.6 mile loop trail is located just 1 mile from the beach area. The All Trails website says this path travels through a shaded forest and features a small bridge over a peaceful creek. Had to show you just a little bit of it here since my YouTube channel got its start in the hiking arena. All right, next up we've got an intersection just a few miles north of here. And on the left, here I'm going to show you exactly where it's at. So there we go. 2.5 miles north of the downtown area, you'll find this intersection right here. On the left is Jon Surf Shop, and on the right is Cocoa Beach Surf Company. The Cocoa Beach Surf Company is actually where I rented my bike from. They get 4.2 stars on Google. They have both electric bikes and beach cruisers, and they have free parking. The service was great, and the price was right. So, I highly recommend them, and if you plan on renting anything beach related, definitely going to want to stop in here. I showed you this video because it's kind of a little bit tricky to get to, and I kind of wanted to show off some of the bikes they have as well. I just drive right in the store because that's how I roll. Yeah, the parking was above, so it's like an actual parking garage. Rather than paying $20 a day, just stop in here and buy something and free parking. Yeah, look at all these bikes they have for rent. I should have rented an e-bike because it was hot on this day. All right, now I got to show you Jon Surf Shop. I have always loved this place. They get 4.6 stars. This surf shop stocks boards of various types, plus swimwear, apparel, and accessories for the beach life. I visited them during my trip, and I loved it. I spent about an hour in there shopping for t-shirts and whatnot. All right, Allen Shepard Park. This is right behind the Jon Surf Shop. Parking is $3.50 an hour or $20 for the day. They have 323 parking spaces. And this is what the beach looks like if you're going to park here. There's a boardwalk that goes on down. So this park is listed as a 5-acre oceanfront park offering picnic areas, shower facilities, and a view of space launches. It's 3 miles north of the downtown area and a half-mile south of the Cocoa Beach Pier. Another beautiful beach. Man, this is a really cool area. I should have stayed longer, but I was simply there to do a video and drink a few beers. Alright, so I'm going to pan to the left in this shot, and you should be able to see the pier since it's just a half-mile away. I was so happy it was sunny on this day. Of course, Florida is the sunshine state. Yeah, the pier is down that way. Speaking of the pier is actually open Sunday through Thursday, 11 a.m. to 9 p.m. and Friday and Saturday, 11 a.m. to 10 p.m. So they are listed as a historic landmark on Florida's Space Coast. The world-famous Westgate Cocoa Beach Pier stretches 800 feet over the Atlantic Ocean and is home to restaurants, bars, gift shops, and live musical entertainment. The pier offers beach rentals, freshwater showers, regulation beach volleyball courts, lifeguards year-round, and access to some of the absolute best surfing on the East Coast. So what you're looking at down at the end of the pier is a place called Riki Tiki Tavern. It's a bar that gets 4.3 stars on Google. Now this is zooming to the south. This would be zooming towards the downtown area. Just wanted to show you such a great vibe. Such a beautiful beach. All right, so finish up this zoom shot. And I'll show you a little bit more of the Riki Tiki Tavern. While I do a pan here, if you're still wanting to explore a bit more, Port Canaveral is a short 3.5 miles north of the pier. Port Canaveral is a cruise, cargo, and naval port. It's one of the busiest cruise ports in the world, with 4.5 million cruise passengers passing through each year. Not only that, but this is also the location of Cape Canaveral and home to almost all of our rocket launches. But that's all I've got for you today. Thanks for watching the Nash Potatoes Outdoor Show. Please subscribe to my YouTube channel. Be sure to keep an eye open for my upcoming videos that will include the Everglades National Park, Siesta Key, Florida, as well as some videos from the Destin, Florida area. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.